Hello everyone, welcome again to our academy. We are continuing our course How to Think Logically, and we will talk about rhetoric or rhetorical evidence. We are talking about the matter of evidence, and you will study a new matter, opinions, which are used in rhetorical evidence or rhetoric. You may be talking to your friend and you are trying to convince him to get married. So the aim is conviction, to make him agree and to take an action. Conviction is done with someone who agree with you and agree with your opinions. You may tell your friend, my married friends say they are happy. Of course, this premise is uncertain. Your friends say is uncertain, and your say is uncertain to your listening friend. However, he agrees with you. Everyone who says he or she is happy is happy. Of course, this is also uncertain, but he agrees with you and he trusts you. So, my married friends are happy. This is a syllogism. If he agrees with the premises, as a result, he agrees with the conclusion. And as we have noticed, the premises are just opinions. They are uncertain. But your friend trusts you and trusts your opinions. So he agrees with you and agrees with the conclusion. And he may take an action. He may go and get married. So this is conviction. The conclusion here is also uncertain. This is a rhetorical evidence or rhetoric. It's called so because it's mainly used in public speeches, which depend on rhetoric. Public speeches like political speeches, religious speeches, and so on. So, a rhetorical evidence in logic is an evidence that aims to conviction, to make someone agrees with the conclusion and takes an action. The conclusion here is uncertain. This type of evidence uses a syllogism with the premises which are opinions, but they come from a trusted person or a trusted source. A rhetorical evidence may be good and may be bad. It's good when it tries to convince someone with something true, and it's bad when it tries to convince someone with something false. Opinions are uncertain judgments, like the results of induction, analogy, and like the traditions and proverbs in a certain community. Trusted opinions come from people we trust or sources we trust. Maybe our fathers, mothers, son, friends, a political person we love, a political party we support, a religious man we love, and so on. So, as we said, rhetorical evidence are widely used in political speeches. For example, the political leader may say, our aim is to be a developed country. You believe him, you trust him, you agree with what he says. Of course, his aim may be something else, and he is deceiving you. Every developed country depends on trading. Again, you believe him, so you agree with this. You don't go and to make your own research to make sure. The conclusion is, our aim is to depend on trading. And he is telling you this, and this leader is saying so to make the audience believe in what he says and to have an action, to start support the country while depending on trading. The same occurs in religious speeches. The man of religion may say, charity is a good thing in our religious book. Every good thing in our religious book should be done. You trust him, you trust the religious book, you agree with him and with the religious book, so you agree with these premises. So you agree with the conclusion, charity should be done. And you're going to take an action and participate in charity. This is a rhetorical evidence. The same occurs with scientists while they are talking to the public. They don't carry out their experiments in front of the public, and they don't talk to them in scientific words. And if they do so, the public will not understand. So they use rhetorical evidence. For example, to wear a mask is recommended by Dr. Fauci. You trust Dr. Fauci, you trust the speaker, so you accept this opinion. Everything is recommended by Dr. Fauci is good to fight the pandemic. Again, you trust Dr. Fauci, you trust the speaker, you accept this premise or this opinion. As a result, you will accept the conclusion. To wear a mask is good to fight the pandemic, and you are going to take an action and wear a mask. So, who should we trust? Should we trust any politician, any man of religion, any scientist? Of course not. First, in the general principles that are important to our life, we must use a demonstration, a certain truth. Second, in the individual, personal, specific, special details, we have to ask a specialist. For example, in medicine, we must ask a doctor. In engineering, we must ask an engineer. In religion, we must ask a man of religion. In politics, we must ask a politician, and so on. But again, who should we trust? We should only trust someone who has knowledge. He's the one with the greatest knowledge and experience among others. Second, he must have justice or morals. So he's not going to deceive us and to fool us. Again, a single sourced opinion or a multiple sourced opinion from a group of people who are connected and have similar interests and similar goals is uncertain. You can't depend on it for building the important principles of your life. Some people say, this say is said by someone I trust. Everything said by someone I trust is right, so this is right. Of course, this evidence is wrong. Not everything said by someone I trust is right. He may be wrong. He may have forgotten something. And so on. There are also some factors that help the person using a rhetorical evidence. He must be clever to know exactly what the audience accept and agree with. He should be good in using the words. His voice must be clear, strong, and not monotonic. His shape and appearance must be attractive, and so on. These factors help in conviction with some people, so they may help while using a rhetorical evidence. So, a rhetorical evidence is an evidence that aims to conviction. Its form is syllogism. Its matter is opinions from people or sources we trust. Let's see an example of a public speech in which rhetorical evidence are used.
I've come here to Cairo to seek a new beginning between the United States and Muslims around the world. One based on mutual interest and mutual respect. Just as Muslims do not fit a crude stereotype, America is not the crude stereotype of a self-interested empire.
So thinking is divided into understanding and judgment. Understanding needs definition, judgment needs evidence. Both of them is made of matter and form. The matter of definition is essentials or accidentals. The form is to start by general concepts and to move towards special ones. The matter of evidence may be certainties, postulates, or opinions. The form of evidence may be syllogism, induction, or analogy. A definition using essentials is a limiting one. A definition using accidentals is a descriptive one. A syllogism using certainties or certain truths is a demonstration. A syllogism using postulates is a dialectic. A syllogism using opinions is a rhetoric. Thank you.